Good morning, YouTubers. Tim from Team Ohio. It's 8 o'clock, Tuesday, October 25th. It's 37 degrees, but I'm prepared. Got a lot of family stuff going on this week. My youngest stepson's getting married Saturday, and that being the case, got a lot of things to get done prior to that day. So this will be my last foray for the week, and we'll see how we do. I'm going to head back to what I've dubbed Immigrant Woods because of all the foreign coins I found there. Hilux Yoda's got his Dream Stream. I've got Immigrant Woods. Although I would like to find a set of dental partials with gold in them. He's done that a couple times, in addition to all the old coins he's finding in the rings. The guy's on a roll. Be sure to check out his page. It's Hilux Yoda on YouTube. I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, here I am back in the woods. And since the last time I was in here 3 or 4 days ago, somebody else has been here that apparently doesn't like this political candidate. But that's okay. Just wanted to tell you, I had breakfast a few days ago with a couple fellow retired detective buddies of mine, and we got to talking about finding all these foreign coins back in here. And we came up with a theory that I think is plausible. Sometime in the last 20-25 years, maybe longer, a house got broken into. Somebody had a coin collection. They grabbed it along with whatever else they took, and once they discovered the collection was all foreign coins, they discarded them back over the hill here in the woods. The reason being, if they took them to a reputable coin dealer, they'd have probably gotten caught. I don't know, what do you think? I contacted a friend of mine who's in charge of the records section of our local police department where I used to work, and she's going to research for me burglaries in this neighborhood in the last 30 years, and we'll see if we can come up with anything. If we do, I'll let you know. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, just to give you some idea of the terrain I'm working with here. Of course, that's straight up and down. You can see in the background the terrain slopes steeply, and it's even worse over here. See those trees growing straight up? It gives you some idea of the slope to this hillside. So yeah, that's what I'm working with. This morning I decided I was going to start digging all the iffy signals. And I'm glad I did. In this hole I was getting a 52, 55, yeah, well within pull tab range. But I see a coin down here. You see it? Right there it is. I'll get it cleaned up and try to give you a better shot of it, but there's not much light in the woods. The sun's still kind of low in the sky. So when I get it cleaned up, and if I think you can see it, I'll show it to you. I'll be back. Okay, here it is cleaned up. It's another foreign coin. Down at the bottom it says Un Sucre, U-N-S-U-C-R-E. And it's got somebody's profile and a wreath around it. I turn it over to the back. It says República del Ecuador. Down at the bottom here it says 1937. I have no idea what the denomination is. I'll have to Google translate that. But yeah, it's the first foreign coin find. And the funny thing is, right over there is where I dug that silver half crown. And this is just, what, a foot, 14 inches. So I know there's more in here. That's why I'm back. Alright, see you on the next find. If you're going to do any slope hunting, here's the importance of keeping track of your clumps. You want to make sure they don't roll downhill. I just dug this out and I placed everything over here, but I had one piece that kept wanting to roll down the hill. I finally caught it and put it up here, and lo and behold, that's where the signal was. in this clump here, and I got another coin. Had I not stopped that clump, it would have rolled down the hill here. Maybe it got stopped by that, but I would have lost a coin. Hang on a second. I got it cleaned off about as much as I want to try here in the woods. But it says 1 cent, and down below that 1910. This is the other side. I'm thinking it might be Canadian. I'm not sure. But again, had I not stopped that clump from rolling down the hill, I would have lost it. So, and here's a picture of it. Okay, here's a little tip. If you're metal detecting a hillside and you've got targets one above the other, dig the lower one first. And here's why. Dig the lower one, and in this case I got lucky because there's a down tree right here that pretty much held all the parts of the clump in place, or blocked them from rolling on down the hill. But I left that open on purpose because I knew when I dug this one, if a clump started to go down the hill, it would fall into that hole, which is what happened. And in this case I got lucky because part of a clump ended up over there in the far corner, and I ended up finding this little guy inside of it. Now what it is, I don't know. Let me clean it up and I'll be right back. Okay, there's what it is. It's a 1 something, very small coin, just a little smaller than a dime, and it looks like copper. There was a lot of iron in the ground around this, but I kept hearing this little chirp, high-pitched chirp, so I decided to dig it. That's what I'm out here for anyway. So, and then I turn it over. Hang on a second. And that's what the front looks like, and I can't quite make it out. So I'll show you a picture of it cleaned up once I get home, right after this. I stepped down over this log and slid a little bit, and as I was trying to regain my balance, my coil swung over this spot. I got a real high-pitched tone, so I dug up part of the clump there, and I think right down in there, can you see it? The edge of a coin. I already checked it with a pinpointer, so it is something metal, and it is a coin. How about that? And a pretty big one. Let me get it cleaned up. Okay, that's the back of it. This coin's pretty light, so I know it's not silver. I'm not sure what it's made of, but you see the image of somebody seated with the left arm up, and over here it says 1, and I can't make out the word on the right side along the rim, and I think the date is right down here at the bottom, but I'm not going to mess with it out here any further. And on the back, it's George somebody. See another outline. I'm not sure what it is, but I'll show you a picture right after a word from our sponsors. Okay, this is another one where I was getting a strong iron signal, but I kept hearing a little bit higher pitched chirp. I see the coin right there. This might be a penny. Let's take a look at it. Hang on. Well, as you can see, it's definitely not a penny. It's George, I think it's the 5th, 7th, I don't know, 6th. It's George somebody. But on the back, the 1946 sixpence. How about that? And due to the date, I'm probably 100% sure that it's silver. Cool. Here's a better picture of it. this hole. I was getting a mixed signal in, ironing in just a high-pitched chirp, and I got a couple nails and a bolt. They're all rusted out of there. But I see something right here. Oh, it looks oval-shaped. Maybe copper. Looks like some kind of a pin. Let me clean it off. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, there it is. It's some kind of a badge. It says Ohio at the top, as I'm sure you can see. And then it says 1940, and then it's got a serial number down below 1940. I think that is a chauffeur's badge. Back in the day, you could get a chauffeur's license in the state of Ohio if you're going to be transporting people. But I have a better picture of it right after this clip. And there's the back of it. That is cool. I like that. This hole I was getting kind of a mixed signal. I just dug that chauffeur's badge right there. And the farther up this way I went, I was getting iron. But since I was getting a choppy signal, a little bit higher tone, I decided to dig it out. And a clump started to roll down, that one right there. And I picked it up, and there lays a coin right under that. It was $79.80, so let's see what it is. Okay, guys and gals, I'm probably going to need some help with this one. Pretty sure it's silver, and that's about all I'm sure of. It looks like it's got Latin around the edges of the rim, a shield in the center, and when I turn it over, more Latin. And I can't see a date on it. It's pretty worn, and look how thin it is. I don't know, a real maybe? What a find if that's what it is. If any of you out there have any idea what it might be, comment below. Here's a picture of it cleaned up.